Today I messed up by laughing at a woman's unfortunate demise in a full auditorium. This happened a few years ago. It was my first week of university studying law. I met a young guy a few years younger than me, let's call him Dave, in my class who I spent most of the first week with. It was our first ever criminology class and it was a new lecturer, a woman in her mid-20s, and the lesson was in an auditorium of nearly 100 people. She began by explaining the difference between manslaughter and murder and began to tell us of a real case example. The lecturer, who ended up quite red in the face, explained about a couple engaging in some form of roleplay and eventually ended with him fisting his partner. A signet ring he was wearing caught inside her and she unfortunately ended up bleeding to death. Now comes the F up. Obviously after this story there was a very awkward silence. Dave thought this break-in noise was the perfect time to ask me a pertaining question in his innocence. I get why that would be considered manslaughter, but why does she keep saying fisting instead of punching? The question was so hilariously innocent at the worst ever time. I'm now sitting laughing unbelievably loudly after this absolute horrible story. It was 100 times funnier like a joke at a funeral because I knew how surreal it must be for everyone else in attendance of me laughing so hard I can barely breathe.